Hey, I'm Derek. Welcome back to Cooking with Derek. And I'll tell you, if you ever need to make a quick dessert for a potluck or for a family gathering, this is the recipe for you. Check it out in the following video. Fruit crisp, done easy. Tasty, homemade, mostly, and people will like it. Follow along. Thanks for joining. Morning, cowboys, neighbors, friends. As you can see, I'm dressed and ready for work. If you didn't know, I do work at the local co-op. It's fun times. And on Fridays, not every Friday, but there are Fridays when there's a special event for somebody, we have a potluck. And there is one tomorrow for a good friend of mine, one of my good workmates. And we're having a bit of a potluck for her. And I said I would bring dessert. I don't get home from work until about 7:45. I don't want to start the whole thing then. So before I head to work today, I'm gonna start the dessert. And it's one of those simple ones you can throw together. I'm making a fruit crumble. So I'm using 2 cans of pie filling, and I'm making a nice crunchy topping and throw it in the oven. I'll finish assembling when I get home from work and then take it to work tomorrow, and esto presto. So stick around. I'll show you how quick and easy this dessert can be. Alrighty, this is actually a pretty quick dessert. I'm going to make a crumb topping and crumble topping, and it's going to go on top of canned pie filling that I brighten up with some fresh lemon juice. That'll happen later. This is the first step, and I'm going to head out to work. So get yourself a bowl. Get yourself some brown sugar, golden yellow brown sugar. I want a cup of it. I'm not making a tiny dessert. I'm making a fairly large one. So, cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to get that in the bowl. It's always a little bit lumpy. So the first thing I'm going to do is break it up with my pastry blender. And just like that. And then I'm going to add a cup of flour. And in there it goes. And mix that around. Pastry blenders are great for this kind of job. And we need it for the next step anyway. I need 3/4 of a cup of salted butter. As you know, or maybe you don't, but there are measurement guides on your pound of butter. I've never seen a pound of butter without it. And see, that's 8:45. So cut it in half. A cup. I want 3/4 of a cup, so right there is 3/4 of a cup of butter. And at this step, you want the butter cold. So I'll just wrap this back up. And this is a good Canadian butter. Gay-Lee is the brand name. That's farmer-owned cooperative. It's always good to know. So my hands are clean. I'm going to just cut this butter in chunks. Just like that. This is fresh out of the fridge, so it's nice and firm. And, oh my goodness. Well, that's a hard... It is hard, cold butter, and it's starting to melt in my hands. Okay, so take your pastry blender, or you can use the end of your fingers. You just want to work this in until it resembles oatmeal. You can also use 2 knives, just like you were doing pastry. And, okay. Just do this. Yeah, we're having a nice potluck to celebrate somebody at work tomorrow. She contributes so much. And, yeah. Well, we're co-op employees. We'll eat at the drop of a hat. I mean, my goodness. Some of us including me, can eat our way through the entire day, snacking and lunching and eating on our coffee breaks. And doing what people do. Okay. So it's coming along. Just have to clean this pastry blender out. Yeah, there we go. Tends to get, okay. Then the next thing I'm going to add is a cup of rolled oats. I usually buy the quick cooking, not instant, not slow, just the quick cooking. And because my mom always did. And it works good. Okay, I've got the rolled oats here. And I want to, this is a half cup scoop, so I'll be using, just like the flour and the brown sugar, 2 scoops of it. And I'm going to get a spoon. And let's stir this together. And that is it, my friends. I'm going to pop this into the fridge and go to work. I'll show you what it looks like. Some of the butter's a little bit big. I might break those down before it goes on top of the dessert. But tell you, this is quick. I'll put this in the fridge. When I get home from work, I just have to butter the baking dish, put the pie filling in, squeeze some lemon juice on, put this on top, throw it in the oven, and then I can make supper. So yeah, stick around. It's one of those easy potluck desserts. I hope you give it a try, and have a great day. Hey, Cowboys, neighbors, friends. I've been home from work about 10 minutes, and enough time to have a half a beer and get the oven preheating. Next step on this, I pulled the crumb topping out of the fridge. It's been sitting there waiting for me to get home. It's embarrassingly easy to put this together, and yet it turns out pretty good. I'm quite sure people are going to enjoy this tomorrow. I am opening a can of apple pie filling. And of course this can be made with fresh fruit. I wanted to demonstrate that when you're pressed for time. Oh, hi Nigel. Nigel just came in the back door. Yeah, what a good boy. What a good boy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing the lazy cooking. Yeah, that's okay. The world will survive with me doing lazy cooking. So I've buttered my dish, got a spatula. I'm going to put the apple pie filling in the bottom. And I'm just gonna get everything out of the can. These are something it's good to have in the pantry. Yes, I like homemade pie. Yes, I peel apples, but you know what? There's times that opening a can is just the appropriate thing to do in that time frame. And that's what I did today, what I'm doing today. Spread those apples out. Sometimes I can't believe what they charge for a can of pie filling, but that's a horse of a different feather, as my mother used to say. And I have a can of Saskatoon berry pie filling. That was a gift from my sister. Thank you so much, Darlene. And I'm going to spread this out. Now, both apples and Saskatoons make great pies. They make a great combination in a pie. And both are nice tasting fruit. However, they've been asleep in these cans since production. So we want to wake them up. The first thing that does that is oxygen. The second thing that does that is the heat of the oven. And the third thing that does that is we're going to brighten it up with some fresh lemon juice. Got a lemon out of the fridge. I'm going to give it a roll to loosen up the juice inside. And I have my mother's lemon juicer here. Okay, that's the juice of 1/2 the lemon. Just going to drizzle that on top, making sure I don't get any of the pips out of the lemon in. And I'm going to use both halves. I want this flavor to wake right up. And the oven behind me is at 410. It's going to be at 425 any minute, and that's the temperature that we want to bake this at. just going to drizzle this on top, the rest of the lemon juice. Now, I washed my hands before I started this whole performance, so don't mind me if I get a bit of hands-on now with this crumb topping. Just want to make sure that the butter is in small enough pieces, and it just about is. Remember, I was in a hurry this morning. I was on my way to work. I got this going, and then I put it in the fridge. I thought, well, I'll finish it tonight, and it's going to be a nice celebration of a co-worker's work with us at co-op. She's going to be off for a couple of weeks, and then she's coming back. But we're like, you know, when was the last time we threw a party for her? So we're going to have a potluck, and we're all going to eat good, and she'll be gone a couple of weeks, and then she'll come back and let us know what kind of damage we did. Which is, you know, she does so much for us, so it's lovely to do something for her. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on top. You don't want to pack it down. That is not the way to go. And there's some larger lumps of butter, not too big. It kind of looks like, oh, I'm just going to sprinkle this on top. In fact, I'm just going to dump it on top, just like that. Spread it out. There we go. It's ready for the oven, and we're all going to enjoy it. Someone else is contributing a gallon of ice cream. You know, what can go wrong with fresh dessert and a gallon of ice cream? Into the oven. We'll cook that for probably 35 minutes, 40 minutes. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. If there's smoke, I've probably cooked it too long. So let's hope that doesn't happen. I'll let you know what it looks like when I'm done. I hope you followed along so far. And thanks, folks. Hey, Cowboys, Neighbors, friends. I think it's been about 35 minutes, 4 1/4. This dessert is ready. I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll bring it out of the oven right now. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. And as my mom would say, I think that's hotter than the hubs of Hades. So check this out. Fruit crisp, maybe the 2 cans of pie filling, because I don't have a lot of time either before or after a work day. It's 8.5 hours right in the middle of the day. So it's a staff potluck tomorrow to celebrate one of our workmates because she's just swell. And I'm happy about this. So give it a try. Simple recipe. And never apologize if you have to open a can. Just make sure at least part of the meal is well homemade. Alrighty? Thanks for following. If you can, subscribe below. My name's Derek, and I like to cook. Have a good night, folks.